Oh, don't knock that too much. It says I'm live, and we're live. Welcome everyone to episode 31, I believe. Yes, of New Beginnings. Victory's ours. It's been 2 minutes. Thank you, Duck Dog, for pointing that out to me. Someone time him out. How dare he correct me? Turns out YouTube acknowledging the stream key and me hitting stop or start streaming on OBS took longer than expected. My apologies to Duck Dog. Hello Cyrene as well. Hope you're all having a great day. I have had a very busy day. Ish. Nah. Well, actually, no, yeah, I did. Hello, Leona. Hope you're well. Yes, I am live. Great. This is the best news ever. Fingers crossed, this all goes smoothly. I have no idea where we are, which is typical of these streams, so we can just make it up as we go along, as always. No real change there. Wait, what did my phone just go off for? I bet you just told me I'm live streaming, didn't you? No, it didn't. Go away, phone. You could be gone. Contact changed, updating navigation. You're not about to, like, yeet me somewhere else, are you? I really hope you're not. I don't want to be yeeted to Romania. I think we're making a lot of progress to go to, like, mainland Europe. Why is the screen black? Oh dear. Take your time. Okay, we're still on delivery. That's good. New upgrades? Oh, that's trailer stuff. I don't care about that. Last time I remember... Oh yeah, we were doing this, because trucks. I did just notice there was a DLC for this. Sorry, Creek. And it's got a new paint thing, and I thought, well, we could put it on here, but keep the pink. So we'll just carry on, do the delivery, and, I don't know, update the paint job. Because why not? I got the little DLC, it cost like $150. I also managed to get myself a copy of AC3, not the remastered version, which is unfortunate. I got it through Uplay, Kingwin, for like £5. So I thought, yeah. Right, let's have a look. Oh boy. Oh, how do you do this? No, straighten up, straighten up. Well, this isn't difficult, is it? Which way are we going? That would help, wouldn't it? I need the navigation open. This one. When I leave, I want to go left. So ideally, we want this to start turning. That'll do. Will it? Maybe. Not that. That one, not F1. I don't know why I've got those on. There we go. That correct? It is correct. We'll turn those off. Well done, us. Hello to Joe and Karma. Hope you're both well. Oh, geez. Do I need to be in the other lane? I do. Okay. I might need to move the microphone over slightly. Now I can see the chat. I don't know why I didn't... I haven't been in long. I do apologise. Oh. Excuse me. Right. Are you lagging? I don't... Am I? Oh, I am. My dog plop internet. Okay, hang on. Let us tab out and see what is open that shouldn't be open. Ah, nice. You shouldn't be open. Close you. Let's have a look. No, OBS is still red. Oh, don't... Please, internet, stop mucking me about. I greatly appreciate it. I don't have anything open that could be causing the issue. So I'm just going to give it a minute and hope the dropped frames catches up. Hello, Lulu Bell. I do apologise for this, by the way. It has gone green again, but I'm going to let the dropped frames catch up a little. Meow Holdings. I forgot about that. Truck upgrades. Is there anything I can get? Not really. Good to know. Okay. Alright. Alright, it's at 19%. That's fine. We should be okay now. If it goes red again, I will stop the stream early because I want these to kind of run smooth, seamless, no issues, and I don't like having to, stop start. I think it's a bit frustrating. So I'd rather, we get this right. Anyway, I hope everyone's had a good Saturday. It's been moderately active on my end, but it was also a day off, so yes, I had snacks. It was good. Mostly because they decided to celebrate my nephew's birthday a day early, even though he's here tomorrow anyway. Cool. So we had to go to my sister's for that, which is why many of you on my Discord server would have seen pictures of Waffle. I will probably put one or two of those on Instagram because seriously, he's very popular, it seems, on Instagram. Okay, mouse, you done twitching? Cool. So yeah, I'll get on that. I also took the opportunity today to edit a video for Wednesday, and I'm now working on one for Tuesday. The reason why is because by doing them now, I get Tuesday and Wednesday to work on the I'm Alex video. If I'm really good, I'll be able to, and they'll be good videos. I'm not trying to do no apology for the lag, Karma, in the slightest. If there is an issue, I want it called out because then I can get on top of it. And if I can't fix it, then I shouldn't stream it. It's actually incredibly annoying and unfair to you because you all come here to watch and listen, and that's of no use, really, is it? If it's not working properly. Sod's law, I'd probably do better if I just streamed this on Discord, but actually, no, saying that, it'd probably crash. No, I take that back. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I've been working on a few things. I finished one project. I have made some changes to it at the advice of my superior. Yeah, I have a boss apparently, and so I've made some changes to that video for Wednesday, and yeah, it looks good now. Actually, it sounds pretty good too. Added a few little bits here and there, and yeah. Tuesdays is the Halls of Injustice on Charlie Elphick, and I'm going to break it into segments. So I've done the first two, intro and the timeline of what happened, because the trial is the big deal, and I'll write that tomorrow before I go on a bike ride tomorrow. And I wrote that just before we started, actually, so I was doing that. I also read Roald Dahl's... Oh my God, where's my Kindle? It's on here somewhere. Oh, it's for the book club. I can't remember the name. Something to do with a hotel, a woman. I can't remember the name. But yeah, I read that while I was at my sister's earlier. I read it a couple times because I wanted to be sure, and it was good. And I now get to make time tomorrow because I don't have anything beyond the bike ride, and I'll be back before 6 PM anyway, so it won't be an issue, and I'll be able to go, which would be great because I've got some questions. I think perhaps a little... well, I'm not going to go looking up what some of the subtle meanings are, because I can't be bothered with that. So I think questions spark conversation. Landlady, thank you very much. That is exactly what it is. I bought it just before we left to go to my sister's. I put it on the Kindle straight away. Sat at my sister's outside with Waffle reading it, with him just being a massive dick, which was really funny. And then my brother-in-law said, he's learnt a new trick. Oh yeah, what's that? He's already learnt to touch himself, and he likes it. Oh no. Which I thought was really funny. As long as he doesn't do it in front of the kids. But yeah, I need to get one more thing done, ideally for Monday. And so tomorrow, I'm also going to try and write that and get it done in the evening. So I'm not streaming tomorrow. So, you know, I'm out most of the day. Well, eventually. I've got work in the morning. So the plan will be to pounce on it when I get the chance. And I kind of want to do it because I've already put a little spoiler in Wednesday's video for something. Another thing. And I want to see if anyone picks up on it. It's just an image. But it's on the screen for about a second. It depends, I guess, on if people are watching instead of just listening. Although, to be honest, if people are just listening, I would totally understand that because of the subject itself. But it does feel quite refreshing to get things done ahead of time, which is quite nice. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that thinks like that, I don't know. Because I usually do it on the day, but I do the research before. Hello, Crystal, hope you're well. And so to get ahead of things a little is quite nice, because then it frees up to do the bigger things, bigger projects. And I'm quite alright with that. In-game, what is the time? Okay, that's... I'm going to put... No, I've got the first light on, that's fine. I wanted to check because I noticed that it was getting a little darker before the sun decided to pop up. I keep forgetting how wide this truck is. I'm really not used to it. Anyway, so getting it on top of that... I've said a lot, haven't I? Yes. Getting on top of that is quite energizing and does mean I'm able to, free up more time for myself, and also then I can get ahead of a few other things. I normally do plan ahead, but I don't normally feel compelled to get onto something, and I just thought, screw it, let's have a go. And I got really sucked in, because a lot of the time when it comes to recording and editing, I have to force it, because I don't know, I just, I don't have much, well, I do have motivation, but it's that initial getting over the hurdle of getting into a groove. Unless I've started, I don't really feel it. So I tend to agree. Planning ahead is a good idea. I totally agree. I probably should. I might take full advantage of this, and then also tomorrow evening record. Start recording the next reading thing. I still haven't done that. It's been 2 weeks. I was meant to have done it last week, but I hurt my voice, so I couldn't. And this week, I don't know. I felt like crap. So I thought, oh well, we'll call it an L for a week or two and get back on it. So aside from that, it was, as stated, a bit of a day off when it comes to like working out and stuff. But it's okay. I mean, I had a big breakfast and then went to my sister's. I didn't eat too much. I snacked a bit, but I didn't like. You know how some people they go to those parties that it's not really a party, but they have loads of that buffet stuff and they just gorge on everything. Yeah, no, I didn't. I just had I don't know. I tried a few cheese sticks and gave some of it to Waffle because I didn't like it. We're going too fast, aren't we? Yep. Let's turn the lights on anyway because I can see it getting a little darker. But it was nice to chill, see my nephew, and they got him these ginormous balloons. So I was asked to get him a number 4, and I forgot in the morning. I forgot to do that. So we got him some balloons anyway. But they went out, my sister and a friend of the family, and they came back with these full-sized Batman and Iron Man balloons, all fully pumped up. You know, like the metal sort of balloons all stuck together with Batman and Iron Man doing a pose on their knee with their hand on the floor. And I was like, why? I mean, they look cool, but he'll never be able to do anything. He can't touch them because he'll tear them apart. It's silly. They should have just gotten him a I should have just actually left it at what they had there, which I thought was good. I think it's it'll be, you know, it'd be better to use it for something else. I mean, he got 2 Legos, which was cool. One was Iron Man's helmet, and the other was the Michael Keaton Batmobile, which comes with a figurine of Batman with the cowl going down to the chest bit, so it looks authentic. The news reporter that he has is his love interest, whose name I forget, and the Joker, Jack Nicholson's Joker, with the hat on, which is really cool. That's a massive thing. He won't be able to build that. I know exactly who's going to build it. It'll be his dad, because his dad loves Batman, and I think in his head it's like living through his son and giving him something cool, and he gets to build it, which I think is really awesome. My dad was like that when I was a kid, because he never got to have Action Man, so he made sure I had Action Man. which is really cool, actually. Action Man when I was a kid was awesome. Crystal, sorry if this is off topic, but it looks like on November 12th, if TikTok doesn't get bought out by then, it will be deleted off American devices. Vicky Vale, that is her name, yes, thank you. And Crystal, I'm very sorry. It might be an idea if you take your TikToks and compile them into a video and put them on your YouTube channel. Give it some clickbaity TikTok compilation title, and yeah, leave it at that. At least then you get to keep what you've made as well, and it isn't lost. Well, it won't be lost anyway. The account will still exist somewhere anyway. You just won't be able to use it or upload to it. Also, there is a way, I think, around it, if possible, to use a phone to, use a VPN. Have your phone relocated somewhere else. Just saying. It's an option. Worth exploring anyway. Yeah, do that. By the way, just going to say the Tim Burton Batman movies were good. They were very good. I have rewatched them and did think that while I do think there are some failings, obvious ones, introducing CGI, it didn't really work well. I do think some of it just looked amazing for what it was. And I do think the Batmobile then is the best one. Oh, too fast. Too fast. That's better. Oh, go to 77, that's fine. Oh wait, we can do 90. Are we in France? Are we in France? Where are we? Okay, map. Okay. You didn't want to load and you loaded at the last second. Are we in France now? Oh, we are. No, we're not. Hang on. Brussels. No, we're in Belgium. Okay. Okay, no, we're in France. Belgium is France. Yeah, totally. Because we're going to London, aren't we? Oh, I hate this. You know what that means, don't you? We're going to have to drive on the other side. Yes, change your IP to Canada. Try VPN, there's no real harm. Options to explore. If you are clever, you will be able to then access the app that you use to make your interesting little videos. Yes. Your memes. Yes. Michael Keaton's your Batman. I think mine's Christian Bale. His, to me, worked. But as a kid, I did grow up on those films as well. And I think, yeah, they were fantastic. I would say Keaton and Bale, my favourite too, easily. I do feel a little bit sorry for Val Kilmer. A little sorry. And I feel a little bit sorry for George Clooney. But I know why they went with George Clooney. I know why. But, Jesus Christ, they made him the most OP hero in those films. And focused a bit too much on bottoms and nipples, which I thought was a bit weird. Oh dear. True. I think, but okay, so I think why Bale, I think might have been to me was a little bit better. I'm not saying Keaton's not, in the sense that Bale owned the part of Wayne that really struggled to be the billionaire playboy, struggled with that alter ego, and showed the growth from being a nobody to naffing off, learning how to be somebody, and still retaining the principle of wanting to protect his city, being his motivator, which I thought was really, admirable. And I don't think we saw enough of that with Keaton's, which I think is why I feel like it was unfortunate that Keaton didn't get more movies as Batman to explore, because you know what normally happens, they do more than two. Usually they would have covered more of the backstory. You didn't get that with these films back then, and I think it might have been because it's a different time, so the character development side was a bit less. But I'm not saying it's a weak one. I'm saying it was fantastic for when it was made. Definitely, it's still fantastic by today's standards, certainly compared to many other hero movies. I just believe that Bale did a fantastic job owning the darker side of Bruce Wayne, And he certainly owned it in Dark Knight Rises, which everyone says the weakest one. I don't know why people big up Heath Ledger. I really don't. Heath Ledger was not my favourite Joker. Oh, I get that. Okay, that's a fair, you know, as Batman, it's a bit difficult to... But I do think it's definitely one of those things where he wasn't just able to beat everyone with martial arts. He had to be... It looks a bit more gritty. Oh, Pattinson. He's playing Batman, isn't he? Now they're back on set recording it. That's interesting. His, the video clips we've seen so far, the teasers, make it look like the police could overpower him. Because you see a clip of them in a room, one of them pinning him up against the wall. I'm like, well, why don't you strip the cowl off then? Oh, okay, nice. His car looks like a muscle car, I think. His Batmobile. I assume this is early stages Batman. That's their intention. I'll give it a... I kind of done with Marvel, but I'll give this a fair watch just because I'm interested to see how they do it. He does play brooding characters quite well. Yeah, I think it's like his thing. Original Batman stands up for me, where the rest not so much. That's fair. That's fair. Clooney was just sucked. True. Kilmer was good. Wayne, but not. No, he wasn't a very good Batman, was he? The guy who played Robin, who's in that NCIS Los Angeles or whatever it is, he was a rubbish character. It annoyed me so much. That look on his face when Two-Face dies. I'm like, oh, for God's sake, I just wanted to punch you in the face. Is it McDonnell? Is that his name? McDonnell? I don't know. And I know he got to keep the suit. And I'm sat here thinking, surely you would have wanted to burn that thing. I think, you know, that you kind of deserve... I do think... Tommy Lee Jones playing Two-Face was a bad idea. They cartooned up that badly. But Jim Carrey as the Riddler... That was actually... Yeah, actually, I thought that suited him. Arnold Schwarzenegger as... What was it? As... Mr. Freeze. No. Let's go. Chris McDonald. Thank you. I tend to... Oh, geez, the lag must be bad at this point if I've just read that. Oh, dear. Oh, Chris O'Donnell. You know what? It doesn't matter. Chris McDonald was Robin, and he sucked. I know they introduce Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl. I think they should just introduce her as Oracle and made it funnier. I don't know. I still don't know why they didn't do the third. They had planned a third Batman movie with Keaton, but I can't remember why it never happened. And when they then decided to reboot of sorts with Forever and Kilmer, I just thought, huh? I mean, as a kid, I was like, oh, Batman, brilliant. And then you got to see Gotham in Batman, whatever, the Batman and Robin, is that what it was? Yeah. And Gotham looked like some kind of metropolis. Utopia city-style metropolis, not the Superman metropolis. You know what I mean, right? Oh, was that Batman Returns? My mistake. I thought Batman Returns was the second one, not the third. Or fourth even. I thought fourth was Batman and Robin. Or was it Batman Forever? I don't know. Batman Forever was so bad. I agree. It was... I mean, it's up there with some of the other films that are so bad they're good. And I will say, I did like the Batmobile in that. I actually liked how it looked. It just... I don't know. It kind of worked. Then again, my favourite Batmobile isn't really a Batmobile. It's the Tumbler. Next to Keaton's. Because his looks awesome. But the Tumbler just... Come on, it's a small tank. That's amazing. Batman Returns the second one, Forever the trash one. Yeah. Batman Robin's the fourth one. Batman and Robin was the fourth one. I don't know. They're not very good movies. Yeah. Batman Returns is good though. Danny DeVito is fantastic as Cobblepot. How on earth people manage to make him look good to the public, I just don't get it. Oswald Cobblepot, is that who he was? That reminds me of the Gotham show. The guy who played him in that was fantastic. Actually, that show was great. It just showed... I mean, I didn't really care for the whole introducing us to Batman part in the last season and how they did Joker as an old... look young, but looking like a pensioner gangster. It just... I don't know, it didn't work for me. That could just be me, though, to be fair. Are we in... Oh... This means we have to drive on the left-hand side of the road now. Just want to say. You want Billy D. Williams as Two-Face, do you? Where am I going? Next one, I believe? Yeah. Oh, this is going to be bad. Just going to say now, I hate driving on the left. So do expect crashes, which will make Leona in the chat happy, no doubt. She likes it when things get banged together. It's her obsession in life. Right, let's go to Folkestone. Which I'm just going to say... Oh, okay, it's taking forever to load. Folkestone looks nothing like Folkestone. It really doesn't look anything like Folkestone. It's like it's a 4-stop train journey from me. I know what Folkestone looks like. Alright. Hello, Stina. Hope you're well. Okay, let's get these Volvos to London. Oh. Thank you, Meg. Shut it. Well, not wrong. Let's see. Hey, Stone. Oh, I like that. No, I like that. You should have kept it up, Joe. That was better. I love it when things auto-correct like that. That's fantastic. Oh, left-hand side. I hate it already. I hate this. Sleepy Nocturne. Hello. Sorry I can't stick around for the stream, but here's my support. Well, that's very generous of you. Thank you very much. Shame you can't stick around, but while you're here, smash the like button. Do I even have the super chat thing here? I don't have it enabled, so I have to actually rely on my eyes to notice those. I do apologise. I will correct that for next stream. Oh, jeez. The speed limit's going to be odd here as well, isn't it? Let's see. Oh. That's better. I hate being on the left-hand side so much. It doesn't feel right. It never feels right. How fast can we go? 48. Gee, is that your equivalent to 50? Oh, bit fast. There we go. 48. That's nice. Nice and peaceful. Slow. Oh wait, I can do 80 now. Nice. Where's my fika? I don't know. Someone probably ate it. Probably my nephews today. I say nephews, one was asleep the whole time. Or trying to when he wasn't climbing up everything, dribbling everywhere. Yes. There was some like cake and stuff earlier. If you weren't there, sorry. I didn't save any either because I didn't take any. I did try a bit of the birthday cake. I got him a Spider-Man one. I just took the icing off and ate the cake. It was very dry. The jam was underwhelming. Yeah, it kind of sucked. But it's kind of stuff kids like, I guess. So I haven't had an angel slice instead. Because they're king. Meg Fika. No. Dog, sorry. Batman 66, Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises, Dawn of Justice, Justice League. Now, I'd just like you to erase from history the not extended version of Dawn of Justice, and we'll hold on to Justice League for a moment until the Snyder Cut is released, a 4-hour version of it next year. We'll reserve judgment until I have seen that, because I didn't mind Justice League, but I will admit it wasn't very good, because it just, like, Superman's OP, they obsessed over bringing him back, and he just destroyed Steppenwolf. But as we know, there was so much more to that. And because of that, it kinda sucked. But the Snyder Cut already looked better based on the edits we saw. It had more scenes in with Victor Stone, which is big, because since he comes from the Mother Box, you'd expect him to play a bigger part. He didn't in the Joss Whedon version. Steppenwolf looked kind of and Superman was OP with a CGI face. Can we just like not have someone have a CGI face, because it looks like trash? And also, we didn't get to see him in the black suit, which people wanted. They wanted that kind of, call back to Bizarro. They wanted that, and it would have looked cool. Because think about it, Wayne Tech Bruce Wayne could have easily repaired his suit and made it better anyway. So, we don't need. Could have had the black suit. Could have worn it for most of the fighting scenes, actually, until he came back with his regular suit or something. I know that Henry Cavill today signed on for an additional 3 movies portraying Superman. So that's at least, excuse me, 1 more Man of Steel, which is good. I'd like it to be 3, and I'd like him to actually be decent. The Zod one was good. At some point, maybe 3 or 4, they need to do Brainiac. That would be cool. And obviously him against Black Adam would be a fantastic movie because of weaknesses to magic. Although I'd also like to see him do an not Injustice himself, but go to a version of reality where Injustice and he is needed, That would be actually amazing. Mark Hamill was the best Joker. Yeah, he was. In the animated stuff, yeah, of course he is. He's got the best voice. He's got the best voice. He's the best voice of Joker. That's what you mean. Yes. The animation. Some of the animations are a bit dodgy. Although I will say, in the Arkham series, yeah, he does the voice work perfectly. And whoever animates that particular Joker nailed it. I think problem capturing the Joker live action. I don't know. There aren't many actors that could do it. I think if you could get a better voice, the guy who did Pennywise could look the part. I think he could look it, but it's not. He hasn't got the voice, so it'd take a while to get it. If you could get the version of Hamill's voice, there's an argument there. You cut your hair for the first time in a year. I haven't had a haircut in months. It's getting a bit long. I can almost see it. Actually, no, I can. Yeah. Lovely. He is the apex of jokers, are you? I feel like you're just starting a fight with the chat now, cuz. Oh, Batman the Animated Series. So, I grew up on that as well. I had some of the figurines. I wish I still had them, because some of them were amazing. I wish I still did. They're built to last. They looked amazing. I don't know where they went. I would assume, and it's more than likely I did this, I took them to a car boot and sold them to help pay a bill. Which is possible. I don't know. I do like the version Joaquin Phoenix did, but I don't believe he's the Joker. I believe it's just a film called Joker. That's all it is. Arthur Fleck. Joker. He's not... To me, he's not the Joker, to me. Because also he was too old at the point when Bruce is a child. Meaning when Bruce is in his 20s, this guy will be in his 60s. That's... I don't know. It doesn't really work. especially since the guy's already intellectually stunted. And if they do a second film, it'll be interesting to see how they do it. But how they tie that in to make him the actual Joker, I don't think they can. It's more than likely he'll be the father of the Joker. Which could be also quite fascinating. Because I think they are looking for... for another Joker movie. Because of how well the first one did. And that did really well awards-wise, didn't it? Although, man, people dumped on that when they had the opportunity, didn't they? Boy, oh boy. They really did dump on it. It's like it's any excuse to have a go at Phoenix. And also the whole thing about white men and... Yeah, no. Yeah, I think he'll be the father. And you're right, Karma. Absolutely right. Although I do think that fits in handily with a lot of tropes that people were saying about a lot of MRAs. I'm in the wrong lane again. Nice. And I felt it was dangerous territory to tread. Because once people started making these assertions, it came across as intended to cause that kind of offence. And it's really dangerous because it just annoyed so many people. Like some of those tropes, some of the things you've mentioned here, blaming other people for failings, being and then people also in the reviews pointing out, white man blaming on failings. They linked it to MRAs, MGTOW. They blamed it on incels, and I thought that's not really. The guy spends most of the movie fantasizing about everything. And you're gonna latch onto that? Are you mad? Sounds like you didn't watch the movie properly, which I think is really lazy. And yeah, incels did, yeah. Wait, what did I just say? Oh, jeez. I know what I meant. I just didn't get it right. I'm gonna have a quick sip of water while we wait. Although chances are, yeah, you moved. Of course you did. Excuse me. Stay hydrated, kids. I don't see anything. We might be okay. Gun it! Proper job. Am I in the correct lane? Let's assume I am. There's a hang on. People take one thing from a movie or book and latch onto it and use it as a sword or shield. True. They obsess over one detail and don't look at the bigger picture of it. The bigger picture of it was far more interesting than saying, this just reminds me of men's rights activists, or this just reminds me of incels. Okay. I don't know much about incels, but do they have the mental issues this guy has? The ones where we see him living his fantasies? No? No? Maybe some do? Maybe? Okay, cool. Thanks, bro. They don't. I know. It's very amusing. I do think Arthur Fleck is the father of the Joker. That would be better. Because of age. If they're going to play it that way. But, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if he could actually if he actually managed to father a child in the first place, or if they're going to alter his age in the sequel and say he's a bit younger, or have him obsess with some kind of intelligence thing, or how his issues will affect him having a son. Remember, his laugh is created by a neurological issue, which actually, if you think, I mean, for me, the Arthur Fleck version of the Joker with the mental issue, the head injury that caused him to laugh, although there are debates whether that's true or not, aren't there? But let's say it's true. That's a fantastic way to explain why he always laughs at things. I found that to be, to me, that was good. Wait, you're drinking gin, vodka, Curaçao, you get natural sugar, Sprite, for my drink, though. Ooh. Sprite. I miss Sprite. No, fam. I'm first. Let us deliver. Have your Volvos. Oh, jeez. Okay. Can I do that? Oh, that's a bit tricky, isn't it? Let's have a go. Oh, no. Okay. Ooh, almost. Go on. Hey, nice. Well done, us. 7-Up beats Sprite. I will take your word for it, you two. I don't drink fizzy drinks. I just remember vaguely what these taste like. Thought the 7 Joker was meant to be a brilliant, but otherwise normal guy who got dealt a bad hand and lost his mind. Yeah, I thought he was meant to be that too. Then you find he's just deluded. But then he shows brilliance. In little bits here and there. Affleck should have avoid superhero stuff. People actually don't mind him as Batman now they think about it. They don't think his portrayal is actually that bad. And I think his portrayal will be better in the Affleck version anyway. Well, I believe that. Let's find a oh, no, we're not going to do a job. No, take your time, game. Cool, I don't want this anyway. I want to go and see if I can update the paint. So let's do that. Let's service the truck. Done. Cool. Alright. Now, let's have a look at it. Because I got these striped paint jobs. Have you seen the extended Daredevil, though, Joe? Have you seen the extended one? Because that's actually really good. Okay, new paint job. Where are they? Oh, it's supposed to be them here. These ones. Flash. Meteor. That looks nice. Metro. Ooh, Zap. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Do I change this one to that, and this one to a purple, or to a lime green? What do we think? And this one to a slightly... No. No, okay, let's go back here. Yeah, I like that. Very Ultimate Warrior, right? You sound like an angry nerd. Everyone has the right to be passionate about something. Megon, give me attention. You have my attention. The extended version of Daredevil is superior to the regular version. There are still issues with it, of course there are. But I do think it's a good version. I think it deserves a fair chance. That's better. Yeah. Okay. I like that. Oh, we've got Halloween coming up soon, haven't we? Well, in October I'll change this this paint job to a Halloween themed one. We've got some options here. Can't change the colour of them, but we can. That looks nice. But I guess we'll definitely go with that. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, with the exclusive. Hang on. Exclusive line. Let's make it brighter in here. That looks nice. Alright. Let's sort out the dash. Yeah, that's right. Give me my dash back. Oh, hang on. Can we have that one instead? Thank you. Mahogany wouldn't make much sense with the appearance. Exclusive. Let's put orange on there. Do you have a different colour? Nah. Wood. Let's go with that. Can we change the colour of this one, of the curtain? No? No. I do like we've still got some winter ones there. Some mention... Oh, yes. Batman quote, isn't it? Joker, a mastermind who gives appearance of being just a mess of chaos. Look, to many of his comic runs, there were brilliance. To many of his plans, he just doesn't truly care about the outcome. Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons the Heath Ledger one bugged me, because he cared about the outcome. He wanted to he wanted to prove a point, and I felt it just kind of didn't work for me. That's just me being a bit of a snob. I like this one more, actually. Well, I don't know. Okay, I like that. No, I don't. That looks like trash. Let's go with that. Don't know why I have ones at the front. Okay, we've got our Ultimate Warrior appearance here going on. 30 grand being spent on our truck. Don't you dare spin steering wheel. Did I just giggle at wood? Did you? You, Ryan Reddit? Yeah, you have an issue with him. I know you do. Let's get a job then. Freight. London. Let's go out of the UK because I really don't want to be in the UK anymore. Oh, that's alright. Takes us through a fair chunk of France. I'm okay with this. We still haven't been here yet, have we? Let's see if we can get over there. Lights. Action. Right. Nothing coming. Good. Oh, wrong one. Turn that off. Better. Let's put that there. Now we can see where we're going. You just watched the Warrior documentary. Yeah, okay, so there are two. I like the self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior. That one is it's my favourite. It's just because the Ultimate Warrior had a YouTube channel back in the day. I think it was just called Warrior. And he used to rail on the WWE at the time. He used to go nuts at them for everything they did to him and everything they did. And I thought, yeah, he really cared about how he was treated. And I thought, but you weren't that good. You just thought you were good. You got bigged up because you looked massive and you had face paint and you did the most insane promos. But your wrestling was rubbish. Okay. One moment. Right. My apologies. I'm watching WrestleMania. Yeah, WrestleMania does good documentaries. WrestleMania's good. There's another one, Wrestling Bios, I believe it's called. Not so bad either. You should check them out. Most of what they say on both the channels is fairly accurate. I do think I found some discrepancies here and there, but I'm not pedantic enough to go, oi, get it right. I think they've still got the message right, so I don't see a point in complaining. But they are good at what they do. Oh god, my guy needs to go to sleep soon. That's annoying. I would have thought that when we did the channel, we wouldn't need to. That's going to cause us to be late, isn't it? Let's have a little look first. F6. 35 hours. Oh, we're fine. He was, but he gassed far too easily. That was why I didn't like what... Oh, okay. Mouse, you can stop doing that now, please. That's quite irritating. I put it, I move it back to central position and it immediately slides to the other side. Could be my hand, but I doubt it. Nice and easy. Oh, jeez. Evolution 123 kid, 2 Strix. Oh, yeah. Jeez. To stick, sorry. I liked, goes from 123 kid to X-Pac. I mean, I didn't care for the mannerisms, but the guy could cut a promo. He was fast, he was nimble, He never tried to be a bigger. He always accepted he was a mid-carder, but he was good in the ring, and he had some good runs, and he had some good rivalries. My favourite, I think, would have been him and D'Lo Brown, or him and Gangrel as X-Pac, not as 1-2-3 Kid. Him and Bob Holly, 1-2-3 Kid, and oh jeez, he was like a racer, wasn't he, Bob Holly? He was just called Bob Holly back then, wasn't he? With his massive brown permed curly hair. By the way, just for the sake of it, Hardcore Holly. I actually really liked Hardcore Holly. That's my favourite version of Bob Holly by a mile. Especially the Royal Rumble with that MMA guy, Daniel something. He was from the Tough Enough guys, and he just got under everyone's skin. And so he... Oh, okay, we're just going to completely cock this up. Cool. That's better. He did self-destruct. But watching Hardcore Holly do these chops, the funny thing about that was he did that to everyone except for one person, and it was in one Royal Rumble. He was number 3 after Michaels and Taker, and he didn't do it to Taker because Taker had a history with chops. He didn't like them. He once said to Flair before a match with each other, "You get 3." He does not like chops. Holly didn't do a single chop to him, but he chopped Michaels a few times, which I thought was funny. Bit late on that, sorry. I did thoroughly enjoy Hardcore Holly, because at least you knew also he wasn't going to be a top tier wrestler. He was always going to be a comfortable mid-carder, just comfortable and content. And the Holly family was fun while it lasted anyway. Oh yeah, the podcast, indeed. People should check that out, by the way. If you have a link for it, by all means post it. It is good stuff. I think a lot of wrestlers do podcasts now, and most of them are quite good. Some, that had the skills on the microphone from the offset, they clearly have a gift. And I think another handy thing here is, Bob Holly is alive, yes. He's still alive, he's got his Twitter's active. Crash Holly, no. Molly Holly, I believe she got married and settled down and had kids. But Bob Holly is. Some wrestlers, yeah, so there were YouTube channels that rose up because they did podcasts on wrestling. And some of them don't do so well anymore, because it turns out some of the wrestlers they interviewed are fantastic on their own, and they don't need this. Hello, Not a Great Gamer. We like to party, we like to party. Not here, we don't. We're very boring people here. I just realised my ankle itches. That's the most inconvenient time. There we go. How fast can we go here? Oh, 97. Right, well, we're not going to hit that speed. We'll do 80 and then we'll slow down because it's raining. I don't want to have an accident. That's better. 79, we'll take it. So yeah, some of those channels. There's one called Not Sam. He has some very interesting podcasts in the past. Not so much now, they're not so good anymore. I think he's just gotten a bit lazy, and I don't think he cares. DDP does. Austin does. Jim Cornette does as well. He does some work. And Jim Cornette is very, very, very good. He will outright just be an absolute tosser to anyone. Him and Austin talking is also really good because there's clearly mutual respect, no bad blood or anything. So yeah, Austin's is good. Cornette's is good. Probably my favourite, actually. Just because he goes in on you. He goes in on everyone. Which sort of makes it so good. It's possible I'm easily amused. But you should check out all their podcasts. Although Austin's is now his his podcast is under the WWE Network banner, so I kind of feel like it's kind of filtered a little bit, which I think is it can water it down a little, but at least he has that creative freedom. And I do like we finally get to see a smoking skull belt again. I had one of those as a kid, a little foam one with the plastic. I love that belt. I actually would love to have a proper replica of that, but it's a bit expensive. Let's see. Oh god, we're yawning. Oh, stop up ahead. We're fine. We will put our guys to rest and then continue. Yes. Let's see. Oh, it's just here. Cool. Thanks for that. Yeah, I think so. The person that set the standard for all that, and people won't like to admit this, but if it were not for Zack Ryder, the WWE never would have experimented with podcasts. They never would have experimented with being more present online. Zack Ryder set this up in motion. He did that with his Long Island Iced Z story. Okay, and he did this on his own channel, off his own back. I don't think he made any money from it, because you know it was good though, and it was fun to watch. And then WWE took over, gave him a small push for the US title, and then immediately took it away from him. And that's when they started pushing with apps. They started, and kayfabe was already dead, so they started pushing with it. But then now that stars are on social media, many of them use Twitch. They banned them from using Twitch under their real name or their stage name, because it's a likeness associated with the WWE. And you know, this harms many of their income during coronavirus, especially. The lockdown just, you know, it harms them. And so some are trying to have found a way around it. Great. But WWE genuinely wants to control everything about that person. And I'm sat here like, just because their baseline is 300 grand a year doesn't mean they actually take home 300 grand a year. It's so expensive for them to get around and everything. I mean, granted, lockdown, not so much. But they're not making any money then, are they, if they're not performing? So they need to have an income, don't they? But Zack Ryder definitely set everything in motion. There's no denying that. And he should be very proud of that. Very proud. Because he built a YouTube channel. He made the Internet Championship, which I actually thought was a fantastic idea for a title. I'm surprised the WWE never went with that. Have matches that are solely defended on YouTube or something, which I think is brilliant. Reinvigorates it. It creates something new and gets more interest in something else, but they're not bright enough to use it. He set so many standards. I mean, it was all right. Yeah, Curtain Call did actually do that. So for those who don't know, Curtain Call was when Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, Triple H, Scott Hall, I think that's who it was, at the end of a cage match, hugged. Which had heels and baby faces hugging. Shawn Michaels, being top dog, didn't get any trouble for it. Triple H was new though. He got a lot of trouble for it. Scott Hall, Kevin Nash were leaving. That's why they hugged. Yeah, great. Well done, guys. Yeah, by the way, Zack Ryder was not a great wrestler. He was very limited in what he could do. Well, he wasn't, but he was limited in what he was allowed to do. And that kind of screwed him up. I'm glad he got to win tag titles a few times. I'm glad he won the Intercontinental and the US title. But I really don't like that he never got to have a decent run as either champion. WWE 2 stuck in their ways to evolve. They are until Vince goes. Because Paul Levesque, while many hate him for what how he got to the top, some believe it through sleeping with Steph, I don't care. The man knows the business. The man is the business now. The man has taken the business further because he continues to improve things. NXT is fantastic. The UK scene, fantastic. Right? The Cruiserweights, fantastic. He's done this. This is him. Okay? The Women's Evolution, or whatever it is now, that's Steph. And that's doing well as well. People say the women never had a fair chance. They kind of didn't, you're right. But they're doing great now. Fantastic. That's actually genuinely good. They're not the innovators of the tag titles, though. They really need to stop trying to say they did. The first women's tag titles did not come from you. I'll be honest. Many other organizations have you on that one, I'm afraid. But yeah, I think when Vince finally goes, Triple H will take it further. But I don't think he'll do an internet championship, which is a mistake on his part, to be honest. I think that's actually, considering how big they are on YouTube, that actually would help them. I think it would not help them, but I think it would actually add something to the YouTube channel, and their channel's doing absolutely amazing work anyway, so they could just add it to it and go from there. Excuse me. Triple H went through... He did. To be honest, it kind of reminds me a little bit like Kofi Kingston. One screw-up set them back years. But if it hadn't had happened to Triple H then, I don't think DX would have happened the way it did. I really don't. And he was good in charge of DX. He really was. And I thought, they cut... Well, when it was the four, not just him and Shawn Michaels. When it was him, Billy, Road Dogg, and X-Pac. Oh, and China. Okay, I've knocked my pop filter off. Great. Okay, they did China dirty. I'm just going to say that now, obviously. But we'll not focus on that too much. Okay, that's the wrong foot pedal. Apparently I keep forgetting which pedals to use today. I do apologise. Is it this one or the next one? It's this one. Yep. Oh, thank the Lord I have that knob on my steering wheel. That really makes it easier just to quickly spin the wheel round. Yeah, I do think Paul will do fantastic work. Let's have a look. Put that back on. Sorry about any noise you heard just on the microphone. While many could say that many mistakes were made with Paul Levesque's characters as the game, and certainly there were a lot of title runs he shouldn't have had. He didn't put people over. Yeah, the business side is what I think is more important, and the guy knows how to do the business. He's learnt how to do it, and he learnt well. He's all but retired from the ring now, which he's admitted, because there's nothing there for him to do anymore. And so he may as well seek to improve the business as best he can. But he has to go through Vince, which is the issue. And sadly, Vince still has a ginormous boner for big muscly men with no intellect, understanding of the game, or abilities as wrestlers. And he's also got a bit of a boner for Roman Reigns, who does have talent, I'll give him that. But he's an insufferable twerp that was force-fed to us. So it's always going to be hard to accept him because of that. It's all about the game. Indeed. I think with NXT, for example, that's a fantastic... Like, FCW was what it was before that, or Ohio Valley Wrestling. It was their developmental territory. Now it's one in the Performance Center, so you have constant on-the-job training, decent pay, and, you're given the best opportunity. So you could go to a wrestling school, or you could go there and try out, which is great. Obviously not right now, unfortunately. I do think, because they've created some, tiered titles as well within that, it is a great entity unto itself. I'm glad Finn Balor's doing well over there, but I really wish he was back on the main roster. He really shouldn't be over there. It's like when they put Charlotte Flair over there. When she won the Women's Royal Rumble, and she cashed in to go and do that, and win the Women's NXT title again, I was sat here like... You're like your father and John Cena and anyone else that brags about having this many titles. What you've just told me is you lost your title that many times as well. Well done. And then she didn't even drop the belt, did she? Ah, that was frustrating. That's how you dump on an entire division, by the way. You get the Omni Flair to just go in there, take it, and just beat everyone and then walk away without having, lost the belt. Which annoyed so many people. Got to get ready for my family to get here. have fun. I'm sorry you have a social thing. If you need saving, I'm sure Jo will help you. She'll Discord you some, I don't know, something will help. I don't know what. I was going to say cyanide, but I don't think it helps anyone really, does it? Might help with a headache. Just saying. Yeah. Liquor. That's not a bad idea. Liquor's good. Yeah. I wouldn't mind some. Oh, you're in my way, car. How dare you exist there? You stopped like you waited on purpose, you dick. Right. Now I'm going to pause for a second because I want to drink of water. Don't mind me. Ah, refreshing. Right. Off we go. We're off to Liege. Was that it? I can't remember. You know, I've always, if and we're going to quote Assassin's Creed 2 and flip it a little, that which can heal in a high enough dose can also poison. So I'm assuming if we just keep on adding to the poison, it can suddenly go back around and heal again. I'm turning 21 next month. I'll have to wait to try it. Welcome to the stream, Janelle. If I've mispronounced your name, I do apologise. Send you pretty men. I want you to send her pictures of Merrick. I think that'd be funnier. Just saying. Merrick could be a fantastic choice. Joseph Merrick? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. How fast can we go here? Oh, we can do 90. We're in France. Yes. Let's go. This doesn't even feel that fast. I got it right. Nice. Well done, me. I pronounced the name correctly. I fluked those a few times on Twitch. It's quite fortunate. My apologies. I had to cough. Stupid dry cough. One of the most uncomfortable things. Yes, because it won't naff off. It will, though. Since I want to do a few things this evening, recording based, it's going to want to disappear. Because I want to get some segments for things done. Because as I mentioned with the Elphic thing, I'm going to break it down into bits. And that way I'll record it in bits. And because of that, I'll then be able to... It's not only structured better, but also it's longer format. I'll be able to put more time into it. I'm not expecting it to do like massive in like more views than I ordinarily get. I want it to be as consistent as the others. I'm coughing too, but because of the wildfire smoke. I'm sorry. I hope that disappears. Is that in the one in? I'm not going to ask which state. I know there are a few states in America having issues with fires at the moment. I hope I hope it dies down soon. The weather is changing. Expect coughing. Very much so. I noticed a fair few of my nieces and nephews today, all a bit pre-ill. They've got all the symptoms for like that seasonal change. Someone might now want to pipe in and say, "Oh, they might have SARS or I don't know, one of the other ones that was going around, then end up on coronavirus." I just have a seasonal cough thing. It's pretty much normal, part and parcel for when you enter autumn. It's winter, you need to be a little bit more concerned, because then they're like everywhere, and their hands are just touching it, and they're putting it on everything, and I'm going around with hand sanitizer and a brush and a belt sander just to make sure that a few layers of wood are taken off everything. I will admit, so you're excited for fall. Autumn has started here. It's cooler. We had a few hot days during the week, but I'll be honest, at most it was 28 once for like a few hours. The wind is cool. I'll be honest, the summer lasted 2 weeks really, and I didn't really notice it that much. I just got on with things. This is nice. I'm sleeping a bit better. Well, better than I ordinarily would. And since I sleep like trash, it's not great anyway. But things are definitely a bit more manageable. Yeah. Open! Yeah, that's it. Get out of my way. Bye, not a great gamer. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a lovely day, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Yes. Let's see, where am I going? Ah, this way, yes. So what was I talking about? I can't remember. I'm falling apart, if you hadn't noticed. Oh, I got something nice sent to me today. Somebody very kindly sent me, I put it on Twitter. They very kindly sent a box of cat treats. Which is interesting, because one of the cats that ordinarily would eat some of those decided, even though there's a litter tray, to just take a dump by the front door. Yes. That's how you say thank you. You just do that. Litter tray was like 10 yards from you, and you knew it. You evil cowbag. We're not impressed. Yes. That was very kind, and I'll thank them in a video as well, so that they know. And just in case the person in question doesn't have a Twitter. Because that was, you know, genuinely lovely. And they'll get put to good use when they behave. We'll have none of this rewarding when you've dumped in a house. Seriously. People shouldn't do that. Ever. Although it was nice that when the cats saw that, I had the distraction needed to then be able to run upstairs and eat my breakfast, which is like the best thing ever. Makes things a lot easier when you don't have a cat or 3 cats staring at you, meowing, trying to get a hold of what you're eating for breakfast. Why have you've gone over the line, haven't you? No, you haven't. I can just about see that. Okay. What kind of cats do I have? Well, in this house there are 4. One is this regular sort of tabby cat. One is a calico. She's a very old calico. Very old. She's like, so, hang on. Got her when I was 18. I'm now 34. So yeah, she's getting on. And she was a he back then, called Oscar. Because the cat was so fluffy they couldn't tell the gender of the cat. That was fun. Used to be able to sit on my hand. This cat's now so big, there's only one thing she could do in my hand, and I'd rather she didn't do it in my hand. There's one that's like oh, she's called Tilly. I don't know what kind of cat she is. She's that sort of weird orange, brown, white, black. She's got all the colours. It's really strange. And one black and white cat called Bobbin. Yeah. They're not my cats for the sake of it. 3 of them were my mother's. My sisters and I look after them. The other one is what my sisters had at their previous property. And there are 4 dogs here as well. None of them mine either, they're my sisters. They have, well, in the room, currently 2 of them are in my room. Actually, the Springer, who's the oldest at 13. The youngest, who's a Cavalier, also in my room, who's 8. The other 2 downstairs will be a True Jack and a Husky. Hello, Carilius Valentinius. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday, mate. I hope you sorted out your PayPal issue, by the way. I know you mentioned having some issues on Twitter. I hope it's been mended, because seriously. And I hope whatever it was that was sent your way does you some real good. How far do we have? Okay, we're still in Paris, apparently, but I assume, like any of the cities they've done here. Let's have a quick look. Wrong one. This isn't really the city, it's more an outskirt region of it. Tortoiseshell. She probably is, to be fair. You got a point. I know. Only reason I know Crackers is a calico is because it's like one of only 2 cat names I know. The other is not a pet you own domestically. It's a caracal. Stop moving, mouse. What is wrong with you? Tilly probably is a tortoiseshell though. Husky Border Collie mix. Interesting. Your dog, is both stupid, husky, and intelligent, collie. So your dog will be half as intelligent as, as a collie. No, I'm just joking. By the way, I'm joking. I'm sure your dog is absolutely fantastic. There's a thing we noticed with the husky here. She's incredibly dumb, and it's very funny. Like, she just, earlier this evening, before I started streaming, she jumped on my bed, but I think she's still, even after the many weeks since the surgery, she jumped, and it hurt her body a little bit, because she had a womb removed. And even though it's been, I think, a month, maybe over that now, maybe 2 months, I can't remember. Because of that, she's still a bit sore, but she's a bit stupid, so she forgot. And because she forgot, because she's stupid, yeah, she felt a bit sorry for herself, so she jumped down. Because she's a genius. That hurt too, by the way. Yeah, she's not the brightest tool in the shed, but she's very funny. Smart but very, very clumsy. Yeah, that's husky. That's the husky, a derp. I think Cavaliers have like the ultimate derp face. Male Cavaliers especially, because if they've been done, they're very lazy, chunky, thick boys, and they just look at you, and there's like a delayed response between, like, if you call them, they'll look at you, turn their head a little for about 10 seconds, and then they'll come to you, because it's taken that long for them to understand their name has been called, and their face is just like, yeah, no, they're just derp. They are the avatar of derp. I'm okay with this. To be fair, Lizzie's just as bad. She's behind me. She's gone a bit deaf over the years. I'm kind of curious if she's actually deaf or if she's got a blockage or something. I may have to find out someday. Can't right now though, because it's likely the country will go back into lockdown again. Ooh, this is nice. What is this? Different. But yeah, she's got a derpy face, but it's a very small face compared to the boys. Doing good, had a donut, just made a video and managed to get it fixed. Congratulations on getting it fixed. I hope the donut was satisfying. And that the video is an absolute banger. I was actually talking about donuts earlier with a friend of the family and it's my nephew's birthday tomorrow, and so they did a little mini sort of party today. I know why they did it today instead, because they didn't know, they weren't meant to be coming over tomorrow, but they are for dinner. So we were talking about a type of yum yum donut that exists, and I saw it in the airport. Hey, Heathrow Airport. I saw it, and I bought it there when I went to go and see Jo in the chat actually, and her partner. And they're the most amazing like donut yum yums I've ever had, and they're called raspberry donut yum yums. And they're just amazing. And yeah, I kind of wish we had some here, but we don't have a Marks and Spencer, sadly. I might talk to the guy who runs the bakery and tell him about them and see if he'll make them for me. Because seriously, donut yum yums with raspberry jam in are amazing. They are actually fantastic. I bought some last time I went to see him actually, and I think I had them in my bag, and I ate them eventually, but I wished I went to go back to it on the way home the next day. They didn't have any, and I was so upset. I was bored, almost about to cry, because they're just so good. Much sadness. Donut Truck Simulator. Hello, French Ferret. Hope you're well. And yes, we will do a Donut Truck Simulator when they release it. I assume we'll be driving a donut truck, which could well just be a donut. Oh, more customs. Okay, I don't like all these customs. Am I? Oh, okay, fair enough. We'll refuel eventually. Sorry. Krispy Kreme one from Tesco. Ah, yeah, so I saw, I've tried a few of those before. They're okay. They're alright. They're not worth the amount of money you pay for them, but they're alright. The video going over a thread on the left, being the left and threatening to ban Oh, right. No, RBG. Oh, RBG. Yeah. I got it. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Jeez. I'll be honest, I was very surprised she made it as far as she did with what she had. But for what she did in her career, her family, and Americans should be very proud of what she did. Because she's done so much good in her career. I'm dreading Styx, Hex and Hammer making a video on it. Because if it's anything like the video he did on George Bush Sr., he will absolutely dump on her. And I dread that because I genuinely am impressed at what she accomplished. She was nominated by Bill Clinton. Her dying wish is that nobody replace her before the election. Now the reason for that is because when Obama was done, his last year, election was happening, he went to put someone forward, and it was rejected. The people were like, no, this has to happen after the election. So he didn't get to do one more choice. And people are worried about the choices. I know that Ted Cruz is a possible candidate, which actually isn't the worst idea. I don't agree with Trump pushing ahead straight away. I do think he should get the election out of the way first. But I know why the Republicans want to push this, because they help control the Senate. They can get one confirmed, which is brave. It's very brave. But Ruth Bader Ginsburg did so much, genuinely did so much, and her family should be very proud of that. And she won't be forgotten. It's not going to happen, because she's only, the second Supreme Court Justice, female Supreme Court Justice, and that's fantastic. And certainly for those that are more liberal-leaning, she definitely appeals. Trump is so just, I won't get political, but my heart goes out to her family. She will be, yes, I agree. She went through a lot health-wise in the last few years, and it's genuinely impressive that she just pushed through and carried on working. Yeah, I agree, Kay. You have to respect it. It's why obviously I don't cover US politics, as many knows. I don't do that because I don't want to. Your politics are amusing to me, and not because I think ours are better. But it has been said in UK Parliament many times, we did set the standard for how politics, progresses, how parliaments work. But you guys don't do a parliament. So your political system is always down the line of parties. And I can't abide that. There's no give. It's always what's good for the party. No, how about what's good for the country? How about you work together for once? And nobody's willing to do that. And I just think, nah. But also, I can't say anything funny because your president is Trump, which I still think is hilarious. I still think it's funny. It's amazing at the same time. If he gets a second term, he'll be immortalized. If he gets one term, people can say, the people just made a mistake. It's fine. We'll carry on. Trump can just go back to golfing and be a businessman. But if he gets a second term, he's legitimized. And that is also really funny to me, because I'm that guy, by the way. But only because I'm not American, I find it funny. I do apologise if that is the wrong mentality. But I've got Boris Johnson. I already have a Muppet in office, okay? And he's very funny, but Boris is funny. He's funny because he just says stupid things all the time, and he's really intelligent, and he's intelligent. Hello, Sophie. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. So yes, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The protesting stuff, I hope that doesn't spiral out of control. There will undoubtedly be a choice within the next week, possible nomination, and it may well get confirmed. And that might be a negative thing to happen. I know Mitch McConnell's already said he's pushing for it. So, yeah, they're going to do it. Sorry. That is arguably disrespectful. Sadly, politics doesn't know respect. And that's unless you're in the British one where they pay, they regularly take time out of the busy schedules to constantly praise the accomplishments of those who are no longer with us. It happens far too much. I'm very well, thank you, by the way. I just wanted to, I think I'd throw that in there. So that Brexit's going well, yeah. Jesus. I need to find some sources. I need to start doing some source work tomorrow for midweek Moisky News next week. Oh, that'll be fun. Especially if I've already gotten ahead of the curve with Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, because then I have more time to do research for that, but also more for the I'm Alex exhibition of stupid people on Thursday. I have a piece of art that was made especially for that video by a patron of mine called Bun Bun. She spent ages drawing this for me, a picture of I'm Alex. I didn't expect her to do it. She asked if I would like her to do anything as a gift, and I was like, because she liked the Content Constable stuff, and I thought, cool, do you know anything about I'm Alex? Yeah, do a thumbnail. Sweet. So that's actually, it looks fantastic, by the way. It's going to look good. I'll check your video out, by the way, Kay, after the stream, but I'll have to watch a bit. It depends how long it is, because I want to get something done before I go into VC on my server and just chill for a bit. I need some fuel. Oh. Bit steep. My apologies. Is this it? Or is it the next one? This one. That looks a bit dodgy. Fill me up. Over human rights bills in the UK, it took 3 days to make. It's 44 minutes, and I'm rather proud of it. You should be. Human rights bills in the UK are vastly complicated, and there are always accusations that we are, or the UK government is, attempting to erode at human rights. The current COVID-19 stuff, yeah, bit tricky, because the arguments have some merit because of how it's being imposed, which is causing a lot of issues for a lot of people, and I get it. Which is why I won't go near it, because I'm sick of getting people tell me that I'm just a government shill, because I kind of understand why the government has to do what they do. And it's likely in the next 2 weeks we'll be back in lockdown anyway. And I'm sat back like, I've just gotten all the weight back off that I put on because of the first lockdown. Can we not? I was quite happy with what I'm doing, you know. Relaxing a bit. Enjoying going to the gym, and although I'm not against the idea of not, because then I just make videos all the time. That's all I'll do. Just make videos and stream games. Probably more Assassin's Creed 3, because there's a lot to that game, and it'll take a while to get through it. It is installed, by the way. I left the computer running when I was out to render a project, but also to download Assassin's Creed 3 on Uplay. And yeah, I'll be ready to stream that next week. That'll be fun, because Haytham Kenway is a lot of fun. There we go. Oh, we can do 90 here. Well, we'll do 80, because I don't want to do 90. Did that guy go to sleep? He did. Oh. These damn customs and toll booths and bleh. Hate crime is a thing. Yes, it is. And it's quite a nuisance. Many of us in the UK are fundamentally against hate crime. Unless we take, and this is, I guess, where people do take an interest, is when they get all uppity about personal experience. I had someone tweet at me earlier 3 questions, yesterday or the day before. Schools will stay open, Karma. That's the annoying thing. That's why this is really annoying, because kids will still go to school regardless. But pubs will be shutting earlier, which could affect me. Some businesses could shut as well. Gyms will more than likely shut, which makes no sense. What helps fight illnesses a lot, health, it plays a huge part of it. Staying healthy is a big thing, and going to the gym, it's very well sanitized. I think it's just a stupid way of saying, oi, get fat. People say that's another way of controlling the masses, and I'm like, please don't say that, please. Can we just not? Can I just go to the gym, please? The less aggro I have, the better. And I'll be honest, lockdown wasn't too bad for me when it came to making videos. But as many noticed, I didn't make a single content constable. I didn't make a single properly made massive project at all. I just stuck to a formula and made those videos and looked for sources. But with coronavirus, it got really difficult to find things to talk about because the news was just dominated by it. Brexit's around the corner. We got like about 4 weeks to have a deal negotiated. I want that to dominate the news in politics. When it comes to stupid people, last thing I want to do is end up going and doing exhibitions of stupid people on individuals on YouTube as a full-time thing, because that would just be, it would be a burnout. It'd be a massive burnout. Some people have used lockdowns to get ripped. It's been fun getting fit at home. Well, you'll have to show us your six-pack sometime then, Karma. And congratulations on getting ripped, by the way. I don't think I could afford another lockdown. We can barely live now, although I have memberships, and we'll be doing that daily stream from Monday. Yes, do so, because if you can... So, a few things that will help you. I kind of am lucky, because this is a very casual thing for me, and so I don't rely on this channel, for example, for money. It's just what I do with a game that has a personal history to me that I enjoy, with it being what I played when I was unemployed, and it was David that bought it for me as a gift. It was, it was a genuinely lovely thing, and it helps me when I'm feeling a bit depressed, or when I'm feeling a bit bummed out. I just sit here and do this. Now with a steering wheel, because it's better. It's really nice to do that, but when you do your streams, you've got to make sure your topics are there. You've got your, if you're using OBS, make sure all your overlays are sorted. You've got to, because you're going to be starting from the bottom. Make sure that is as entertaining as you can make it, and you are as entertaining as you can make it within your limitations. And I have limitations too. It's not to say you are limited in any way. We are all limited. I can't, for example, be any more entertaining than I currently am being. I just know I can talk if I need to, which is what's really handy. If you can free ball some things and make it flow, more people will turn up. More people turn up, more people will watch, more people will potentially join and or like, share, subscribe, and all that jazz. Employed while unemployed. Yeah, that stuff's annoying. Hello, Bullet Sponge. Hope you're well. Don't have the willpower to work out alone. I go to a gym. There's always someone there, and it took me ages to get used to it, and yeah, do shill the stream on my Discord, because it does help. Shilling on every Discord you're on in any promotion tab, always do that. I know that I seem to have fluked a few political recap streams with Trups where I put in the time for research on my end, but I haven't written notes. But what's happened is something massive has happened in America, and we've ended up just talking about that. So my work goes to the wayside. But that does mean I have extra content. To be fair, Corellius, you and I are both very... we both have a particular vocal range. And that vocal range issue is something we both have. That's fine. Absolutely fine. We both know our limitations in that respect. So there's nothing wrong with that. But you can still be entertaining even if you are limited. I believe I can be. It's just not as easy as I would like it to be. Please just make this an easy one, I beg. I don't think I'm pro, but it's very kind of you to say, French Ferret. I do appreciate that. Having guests on is a good idea as well. Make sure they got... I'm not saying make sure that... So, yes, okay. Make sure they have clout. They've got to have something that will help, because that person can then promote it as well. Doesn't matter who it is, but make sure also that you can mesh with that person, because that's important. but at the same time, you've got to be able to control conversation. You're the host, after all. And so it's very important that you are able to do that. And I think that will come with time. Practice, patience, and a performance. You'll be fine. And you'll smash this. And I think it will work to your benefit. There are some channels that do better with streams anyway. And there's nothing wrong with testing it. I don't do well on my main channel with streams. It wouldn't work for me. But it could work for you. It worked for like Monkey. It worked for those who do Alcoholics and Anonymous, the AAA. No, Alcoholics and Ammo, isn't it? Yes. It worked when they were Ghost Poo. They all get, because they worked, it meshed, you know what I mean, right? Some people can do that, and I'm sure you'll be able to do it anyway. One will be Common Sense Guy. I don't know who that is. I do apologise. Please, when you get a chance, DM me their channel, and I will, or Twitter, or whatever they use to make content, if they do at all, and I will check them out. Yeah, good idea. Bullet Sponge, love your twat. Thank you. Keeps me going throughout the week. I'm glad people like that series. I genuinely do. I prefer the Exhibition of Stupid People, and I'm seeking to improve it. Because I feel like I've made a few mistakes. And I thought I corrected it this week. I think it's done. This week was alright, but I can do better, so I will do better. I'm going to reduce the number of targets. I'm going to collect sources of various targets when I do them, and then whittle it down to 4. I think 4 is a better number. I can spend more time on each one, and that, I think, makes a better video. Instead of, like, 7, because that takes a lot longer to sort through, and I don't think I give it as much time as it needs. This week at Twitter, more subjects is always... 7 subjects is perfect, because it's Twitter. There isn't much you can add to something beyond saying this is really stupid. Alimuji, my mistake. Nice. Nah, he crashed into me. He indicated and I saw it. Don't even try me. But yeah, do tell me when you do those streams. The Clipper's fine. I've asked Mitch. I've got one from Felthop. I've asked Mitch for one because I did put out a tweet asking MRAs on Twitter. I got nothing. Did I just go to the wrong place? Yeah, I did. Nice. I asked Felthop. He was down because he and I talk, so it's all good. He did recommend a guy, so I'm gonna reach out to them and see if they're down. Because yeah, I wanna make that video, and I'll give it a couple weeks, get a few more, and then I can make it. I think it'll turn out well. Just got to get it right, because there are a few things I need to pull up as well. There was Halls of Injustice. I got a comment that said men can never be a victim of SA, and I was like, what? Because, and then they cited UK law, and I was like, yeah, cool. Thanks, bro, for your contribution. Turn. I've turned too far. You know what? We parked it. Well done, everyone. Well done, we parked it. Yep. Nice. How much are we doing on money? We've got a bit of money again. We've nearly made back what we lost. How are we doing on the bank stuff? 337 left to repay. We're doing okay on that. We've got plenty of spare, so we're doing alright on that. I don't get it either, actually, Janelle. I really don't. But because UK law is written in a very gendered manner, it really is. And there are two things left out that many men's rights activists have talked about for years that I'm not going to repeat. But when it comes to those laws, they're written with the man being the perpetrator. Because of that, many misinterpret it. Others have told me that just because it says that doesn't mean it's implemented like that. In fact, it's implemented fairly. And I have to say doubt because I've done enough videos. I've got another one planned of someone clearly being given preferential treatment. Ah! We can get to Bastia! We're going here! Yes! Let's go! Finally, we're going. Wait, is the job here? Where is it? Oh, it's just around the corner. Nice. Finally, we're going to Corsa. Is that Corsa? I think it is, isn't it? Ow. Wait, where am I going? Wait. You really just send me down the road to come back here? Right, hang on. Let's look at the map, because that thing is not helping. Nor is that. Okay, we're going to put the navigation map instead. Okay, is it just there? I'm really confused. Where are you sending me? Okay, I'm just going to check here because this is starting to annoy me. I'm pretty sure it was here. Yeah, the law you've been trying to change, yeah. The one with your Parliament Gov petitions. Oh, it is here. That's alright then. Aha, there you are. For those who don't know, Carilius Valentinius has done a number of petitions on the UK Parliament website to try and get the law changed. Because it is gendered, and it is interpreted as such. And we know this because of cases I covered in the Halls of Injustice. And I've got another one of another teacher, yet again, taking advantage of a student and getting off with nothing of a sentence at all. I actually have two, but one's ongoing and will be dealt with in January. Because it's been it's a retrial, I believe. Oh, mouse slipped. Nice. Nice, we finally get to go to Corsa there. But yeah, so I want to get the screenshot of that comment. Stop moving mouse, thank you. Because those comments, those kind of comments, I need to find out first if it's sarcasm, so I'm going to reread it, and if it is, I'll know. It won't take long to work it out. But if to be honest, it's still a comment many hear anyway. And there are some people that still believe that. That men... Why have you stopped in the middle of the road? You're a div. I agree, Leona, I really do. But that is sadly a sad reality, and it's something again for that project video that, well, Kay knows about, because he's a part of it, you know about. A few others know about it, and I've mentioned it on a stream. Yeah, it's something I really want to cover, all bases, and main talking points, because it's something it doesn't... Somebody, actually, no, that was actually a thing. On Twitter earlier, somebody tweeted out that in Nigeria, they're going to castrate men who are convicted of SA. And I'm fundamentally against this, because you could get it wrong. You really could. Because of that, you cannot guarantee 100% that that person, the man you're castrating, is guilty. A div, idiot. I might put that in the MRA video actually, because I think that's really important. It's such a bad idea. It's a really bad idea. Really is. I can understand it. If you can 100% prove, and you're still risking, because I'll be honest, you can still cock it up. Then I think it's still, I can't justify it ever. What's that quote? I'd rather 100 guilty men go free than have one innocent man found guilty. I think that's the quote. Was that Lincoln? I can't remember who it was. I think it was. You know, I'm not going to try and remember because it's a very important quote. Because it's correct. You don't want any innocents being put in prison. I'm very much aware that false accusations exist, mate. They are an absolute blight. And they destroy lives. They destroy careers. They destroy politicians' careers. And I've covered a few of them, actually. Yeah. It's quite frustrating for a lot of people. And understandably so. Which is why that video... That's one aspect of it I want to cover. Benjamin Franklin. Thank you. I'm sorry. I can never remember the names of people. I thought it was Lincoln. I don't know why. It is underreported, but thankfully, I always end up finding it. I don't know why. It's like one of those things where I go searching, and I find it very quickly. The only annoying thing is, it's very hard to find additional sources. Because, as you've mentioned, underreported. But it's fine. I do want to, at some point, I'd like to find another one, but I'd like it to be the other way around. Because we all know, if it's the other way around. If it's the other way around, the guy is going to prison for a long time. Someone who falsely accuses someone of that crime should get jail time. They should, because it is, by definition, perverting the course of justice. And in many instances, it is not, which I find to be a disservice to the victim. Disconar, go play D&D now. Oh, and hello, Disconar. Hope you're well. We're going to Corsa. This is going to be exciting, this is. Provided I don't roll the truck. This turn's a bit sharp. I mean, I know the truck's wide, but Jesus. Oh, gee, I just realised this area looks amazing. I never bothered to take in some of the sights, and this actually looks fantastic. Look at my truck. Obligatory yawn, my apologies. Looks fantastic. I may have to write that quote down before I forget it again. Always forgetting things like that. But it's such an important one. Yeah. Okay, at some point you're gonna stop. You're gonna stop doing that, please. Oh, jeez, you're embarrassing. Cool. I don't know what my mouse is doing. Every other day it does this. It goes super sensitive, and I keep checking the settings. I really do need to replace it properly, because I keep on going back to the Element Gaming one, because it's the only one that's the right size for my hand. And also because my nieces covered the other one, the one that David sent me in jam, and it ruined it. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Just 14 from 1.8 thousand subscribers. That's cool. That's cool. I hope you gain more. Yeah. You owe no thanks, though. To be fair, you don't owe me any thanks. I don't really, go looking for that kind of stuff. As long as people, enjoy what they do and benefit and continue to improve and work hard, I don't really care. That's my apathy talking. But only because I'm genuinely not looking for gratitude. Oh look, train. How cool is that? Going a bit fast, aren't you? Yes. Let me get my anorak out. Yeah. Eurocargo rail and no cargo. Have you been mugged, mate? Come on, you're going too slow. You and your... I don't know what you're carrying, cement or grain? Probably grain. Let's assume fuel. Yeah, enjoy your D&D, Disconar. Hope it goes absolutely fantastically for you. And that your character with your character sheet doesn't die in a horrific early manner. Yeah, And since I know the time, you're a renowned creature of habit and stubborn, bloody-minded or stupid, well, probably all three. Do yourself a favour and go to that game, please. None of us want Joe angry because you didn't do as you were told. Thank you. Unless you're already in it, in which case you're watching at the same time as this, which is really cool, but also risking incurring the ire of Joe by not listening if she at all speaks. Make your tea early. That's what I suggest. I can't yell, I'm afraid. If I did that, it might cause many more dislikes than I already get on these streams, which I think is usually 3. You're not feeling good. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon. I hope whatever it is that ails you passes quickly. Yes. Can't have a subpar performance, of course, in a D&D game. But do feel better. I would recommend, though, talking to Joe. I think I've improved over the years. I hope anyway. If I haven't, then I need to give it up. Well, I think you have. I will say, if you want some constructive criticism, I am definitely your guy, because there are some things I think you could do could be better. But I say this as someone that I'm very much. I think. I don't want it to come across as me being mean, because I'm not going to be mean. So visually, there are things I always take issue with. I don't like. I've never liked the avatar you use, the one with half an arm missing. It's a profile picture thing. I think if you put that in a bordered circle, that way it sits nicely as a badge and emblem instead, then it works. Because cutting off at a weird point never worked for me. If you send me a PNG of it, I'll faff around. I have to go for a bit. Bye, Janelle. Hope you have a lovely... Oh, I'm actually finishing soon anyway. So, thank you for being here, genuinely. Yeah, but you have improved. There's no denying that, genuinely. Audio-wise, fine. When you're on camera, fine. Absolutely. Because you have... The thing, while your voice is monotone, you actually can give off more expressively when you're on camera. Also a wrestling intro. That's brave. I like that. As a wrestling fan, I approve of this. Also, I would say, the avatar for that intro looks like you, which is really well done. Genuinely. Send the avatar to me. I'll see what I can. I'll do something really simple. Just send me a PNG. I'll do it. I'll do it after I finish this. I promise you, it won't take long. I've got a very quick idea. It won't take a moment. But so with it, I might even do it on the clip you sent me because it annoys me enough. I don't know what it is. People did avatars like that when I started, and I hated it then. That's why, if you look at my older content, if anyone remembers that back then, I never did videos with avatars like that. My avatars are seamless PNGs, and I a full avatar, not, which is then obviously I crop it, I put it in a video, I zoom it into a certain perspective and use a scale of it, a certain portion of that scale, and yeah. But I can help a little. I do think also it doesn't look like you, which is the issue for me. So maybe if you're doing a video and you're not on camera, you don't need an avatar, or if, you don't need an avatar on this, and instead favour a style more suited to the news coverage. So if you get screenshots of articles or pictures, images off Google that are relevant to the subject matter. Provided the videos aren't 40 to 50 minutes long, which would take forever to edit, I agree. Like Black Pigeon Speaks does this, doesn't he? Many do it like that, actually. I'm not going to mention any. Actually, I can't think of him off the top of my head. I can think of others, but I don't want to mention their names. Yeah, but that could really pop those videos. For the more information dense ones, like raw analysis dense videos, that's definitely better. But when you're doing stuff on camera, yeah, you're more expressive. You don't sound it, but you look it. So that works for you. I feel like I'm being a real dick now, so I'm going to stop. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now because being a dick doesn't suit me. Perhaps I just like the idea of helping like that. I mean, I know a lot of people who like doing that. By the way, I get plenty of advice from people who genuinely see things different to me, and that's fantastic because I can only improve if people tell me what's wrong or what's on the table that can be improved. Oh, bit further. Boom. Nice. I also like, as weird as this sounds, I like helping people. I really do, because I consider it like a problem that needs solving. I like problems. Because it just feels like a challenge. And I like that. I feel very... I mean, I don't do it to seek credit, I promise. It's just the idea, if I solve a problem, cool, what's next? Oh, right, your camera's not working. Okay. Well, in that case, then with the avatar, because the avatar could adversely affect your views. Tricky. Very tricky. Very tricky. That was a helicopter, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's up in the air, look, in the wing mirror there. Nice. Huh. Send me the avatar anyway. I'll quickly do something. Well, after the stream I will. And then I'll get on with my work, because I've got a few things I'd like to do before going into VC. Yes. Chill in VC for a couple hours, and then go to bed. Or an hour and a bit. Because I wasn't in on Thursday, and I wanted to be. I felt like trash. And yesterday I was preoccupied having a private discussion with a friend, so I couldn't be there, which annoyed me again because I felt like I should have been there. Cool, that's cool. I'll have a look. I'm a bit of a snob. I do apologise. I could always talk to my avatar artist quickly as well, see what she thinks, because she might be free. You never know. But I doubt she won't do avatars for other channels anymore, though. But only because of, like, she'll do it for me, but only because she and I have been friends for years. Seriously, we talk all the time. And I can be when it comes to her art, I can give her an absolutely brutal assessment, and she won't take it as being a dick. She wants me to poke a hole at it. I'll find the holes and I'll poke them until they're massive wounds. With me as well, she'll do the same with presentation style. That's why positioning has changed a few times in the past, because we've been trying. Because she did cuts originally of them, and then we realised I could just do positions, and it was better. So we worked out the angles that suited the height and got the proportions correct, and basically we worked well together. But she got burned by someone, another creator, a really big creator, I might add, and I want to burn him, absolutely destroy him. But I'm going to hold off until he bites again. But I will definitely have a little word and see what can be done. I would suggest also a backdrop that suits what you're discussing. So you don't, like, moving backdrops are great for, because people use those during the times of Skeptic clones, didn't they? Because it was like a thing. It was claimed to distract the autists, wasn't it? But that's not what it does at all, is it? It's just there. So I think backdrops that suit tempo and content are really important. If you're going to talk politics, for example, you could always just have a fuzzy version of politics happening in the background. Instead, like blur it and have Parliament PMQs going on in the background or something, because that works. I should do that for my videos, shouldn't I? Why am I giving out all these ideas to other people? I'm not okay with this. Trademarked. It's all mine now. Get wrecked, K. Cancel K, everyone. Cancel K. Oh, dear. But yeah, I'll have a look anyway. Have a word, and if she's free, if she's not, then obviously it would just be me having a quick nosy. But Even if limited, there's nothing wrong with a little thing here or there. Oh, excuse me. Notes to become a better YouTuber than a Megon. It wouldn't take long, to be fair. Wouldn't take long. Anyone that has the patience and the motivation will succeed. Genuinely. I've always believed hard work pays off, and I believe that for everyone that tries. Oh, stream's gone red, but rather interestingly, we have reached the end of our stream. So we should park up, turn the engine off, and apparently turn our viewer to there, because that's what I want, and end. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for liking and for being here. I really enjoyed this. And I will see you next weekend. So see you later. Bye.